What's up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of the Death of the Age. Thank y'all for joining me this evening. I am blown away right now. So earlier today, I was watching Gagging with Jason Lee from Hollywood Unlocked, and he went in on Nicki Minaj. He dragged her in the Barbs for fifth. He didn't leave any stone unturned. He took me out when he was dragging her. And I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. A lot of the points that he made are very valid points, and I understood where he was coming from. I think a lot of us in the very beginning of Nicki Minaj's career, we went up for her because she was something different, a breath of fresh air, and she's a very talented artist. I think she could go in the category with a top five, top 10 or whatnot as far as overall female rappers. She definitely got bars. Sometimes people will say that she's a little gimmicky. Some people don't like her style, but that's neither here nor there. We can't take away from uh her contribution to hip hop. I would just say that much. And a lot of girls these days, they are um, following up behind what Nicki Minaj has already done. And even though we could have that conversation about Nicki Minaj um, being a copycat of Lil Kim or whatever, and go down that rabbit hole, but that's not what we're here for today. But I will say, as far as her artistry, I do like Nicki Minaj music. I don't care for Nicki Minaj as a person. Early on in her career, you just really didn't get a whole lot of her personality or anything like that. It was always these different characters. I used to think that that was strange that this one person had so many different alter egos. So that kind of made me feel like there was some type of imbalances going on in her head at that particular point because she has all of these different alter egos. But again, that's neither here nor there either. But anyway, I never just took her to be one of those people that was just very welcoming and you would just want to hang out with and be around. Where else you have other artists that have come after her that have like these big bubbly personalities, open, seem very down to earth, seem approachable. And so a lot of people would gravitate more towards those artists these days because you have that more impersonal experience with the artist that you love. So Jason Lee was talking about at this point in time with Nikki being older and is later in her career with the new stream of female rap artists. According to him, he feels as though Nicki Minaj is a hater. I will be perfectly honest with you. I think that she is simply because of the fact I never understood the issue or the beef with Cardi B. I still to this day, even though I go up for Cardi B, I love me some Cardi B or whatnot. Um, I followed her journey before she even was famous. When she was just doing the videos on the internet being funny and everything. I followed her since then, so I still couldn't connect the dots as to what was the exact reason. What's the reason? I couldn't connect the dots as to what was the reason why Nicki Minaj had a problem with Cardi B, because Cardi B didn't seem to have a problem with Nicki Minaj. And for a long time, it seemed like Cardi B tried to avoid any like interactions with her or any like confrontation at all. And it was just to a point where it all came to a head and things had to be said and things had to be done. And then it was very clear that they didn't like each other. But the basis of why they don't like each other, I still don't understand that to this day. Only thing I could see is Nicki Minaj being a hater. That's the only thing I can see. And she does this thing that I don't like what people do. She does this thing where she like to connect with people based on them having the same enemy. Those type of friendships never work. If you are only friends with somebody or you gravitating towards somebody because they are an enemy of someone you're an enemy of as well, and that's how y'all develop y'all friendship. That's the thing that y'all have in common. Is bound to fail. I do not understand with Nicki Minaj being as old as she is. How on earth is she out here beefing or having problems with girls that's a decade younger than she is? All of the rap girls now are at least 10 years younger than Nicki Minaj. It's no way in the world I'm about to be beefing with somebody that's 10 years younger than me. Because honestly, in my mind, even though you're an adult, I still look at you like a kid, so to speak. I'm going to respect you as a woman, but a 10 years difference, that's a lot to learn. I'm a feel like I should handle you and deal with you a certain type of way. I should be the one giving you game. I should be the one ushering you into this thing. I should be giving you tips and tricks on how to maneuver in this game, not beefing with you. I could see the girls around the same age group beefing with each other, rightfully so. But somebody 10 years older than these girls has absolutely no business beefing with them. It's just ridiculous. And at this point, Nicki Minaj just needs to grow up. I think she's done got too caught into this Barbie thing, and she's still thinking that she's a kid. You're not a kid. You're a grown woman. You're a grown woman with a child and a husband. You're almost 40 years old and you're beefing with 20 some year old women. It makes absolutely no sense. It just makes her look bad. I'm gonna be honest with you. Even if the beef was started by them, it still makes Nicki Minaj look bad just because she's so much older than them. I'm not finna be beefing and playing with some children. You get what I'm saying? So that's the thing with that. But Jason Lee, he ripped her a new one. And the only thing I did not like about what Jason Lee said, I did not like when he was talking about her career in terms of her age, as if because she's an older female in rap that she's too old. And he was trying to, date her, not date her, like actually date her as far as being with her, but date her as far as her age. And I didn't like that because there's so many older men that's in the game that's still doing their thing or whatnot. Um, and nobody mentions their age. Nobody cares about their age. But for some reason, when it's a woman, they age always get thrown into it. And that's the only thing that I didn't like about what Jason Lee said. But everything else was right on point. And the way he dragged her, which was so funny, he done dragged the hell out of this lady. Then he go and say, and I'm telling you this as a friend. I'm like, how you gonna drag somebody for fifth and then turn around talking about I'm telling you this as a friend? No, Jason Lee, it does not work like that. But honestly, everything he said was true. And then when he said that the Barbs is a terrorist group fan base, I hit the floor. That's what prompted me to do this video, because I'm like, no, he did not say that. I hit the floor when he said that. Not a terrorist group. Not the man done called the Barbs a terrorist group. I hit the floor. I said, I know he did not. But is he lying? He ain't. Cause that's one of the worst fan base. Those Barbs, there's something. It's something. I'm gonna tell you the thing is with the Barbs. And this is what a lot of people don't understand. See, my age range is, and a little bit younger than me, like my age range, we were the ones that we were introduced to Nicki Minaj. So we were the ones that actually came up with Nicki Minaj. I really feel like the bulk of Nicki Minaj fans base, and I might be wrong, but when I think about the bulk of Nicki Minaj fan base, I think it's people that's like in their teens, early 20s type. I think she has a very youthful fan base, and they're very chaotic, because they're kids, so to speak. She doesn't have I don't think, I'm just speculating, I don't think that she has a more mature fan base. So you got to keep in mind, our age group came up with Nicki Minaj. We were the ones, first introduced to Nicki Minaj or whatever. We're not the ones that's carrying on like these people that be online going up and keeping stuff started and having these imaginary beefs going back and forth with her and other artists, right? So I'm assuming that her fan base is a very, as far as the Barbs are concerned, the people that go crazy behind her and keep up the mess, and the ones that Jason Lee is referencing to as far as being a terrorist group. I think that's just a younger group of her fan base, that is like that, because it is ridiculous, and they keep a lot of stuff going. And I just don't like the fact that for a long time Nicki Minaj was the gatekeeper for female hip hop. And I don't like when people feel as though in order to welcome other people in, it's going to take something from them. Don't you know how many men that rap at a huge level? We have several men out here that are like mega stars. We have big names when it comes to these men. You have your Kanye Wests, you have your Drakes, you have your Kendrick Lamars, you have your J. Cole, you have those guys that are top tier, and they're all successful and they're all doing their thing. They're all currently active in the game right now. And everybody is eating, everybody is winning and doing their thing. Yeah, they might beef here and there, but they beef is not necessarily predicated on just jealousy alone. It be other things, right? With the women, it seems as though the women act like two or three powerful women cannot coexist at the same time and be successful at the same time. And for a very long time, Nicki Minaj was the gatekeeper of female hip hop, and she was the only one that we had out here. We didn't have anybody else. So I think she has gotten a little bit spoiled with all of the attention, and the only one getting attention for so long. And I think she feels threatened by the other girls. But you've been in the game so long, you're like a staple. You have solidified yourself at this point, to where at this point you're only in competition with yourself. To be honest, people would be a damn fool to. I'm gonna just be perfectly honest with me. I'm honest with you. It's actually counterproductive to actually try and beef with Nicki Minaj at this particular point in time. Because I'm not gonna say Nicki Minaj is washed up, but she's rinsed. You know what I'm saying? She's definitely rinsed. So the thing is Nicki Minaj, she's one of those people that, hey, it's like, hey, I got Nicki Minaj on my album, that's cool or whatnot. It's kind of like a Wayne verse now. Wayne is Wayne, but he doesn't have that same reign. Like, you would be going up if you heard that Wayne had a feature on somebody's song. It's the same thing. Like, he's solidified in the game. He's a legend. Nicki Minaj is at legend status. You're basically at legend status at this particular point. There's no reason to be beefing with someone like a Nicki Minaj, because y'all not running the same race with her. Y'all not running the same race. Everybody else, she's not even part of like the actual direct competition when it comes to the rap game. The girls that's in the rap game now need to worry about the girls at where they're at. Nicki Minaj is the last person that anybody should be trying to beef with, or she should be trying to beef with somebody. Because only thing a beef with Nicki Minaj is going to do is distract you from what it is that you got going on. That's the only thing it's going to do. Because Nicki Minaj just kind of started putting herself back out there. She wasn't real heavy on social media, act like she knew how to work TikTok or Instagram or anything like that for real. So she's like one of those people that's just sitting back and she's just taunting people. She's just using her platform to taunt people and laugh and just keep up mess. Just kind of like puppeteer the girls. Keep everybody at odds. She's an agent of chaos more so than anything. I wouldn't focus on my attention. If I was rapping right now, I wouldn't focus on my attention on Nicki Minaj, beefing with her or not. Because guess what? The things she say and the things that she do, it's not, if she go at you and she shoot a shot at you, it's not going to affect your career. She already been sheathered. You get what I'm saying? So she already done been sheathered, and it did something for her. Yeah, at the end of the day, Remy Ma won the battle, but Nicki Minaj won the war. But all at the same time, when Nicki Minaj got sheathered, it did have an impact on her career. It definitely had an impact on her career. So these new rappers that's out now need to take a look at that and say, hey, you know what? Why would I waste my time beefing with her, caring about what it is that she's saying, when instead of her using her talents for relevancy, she's using her disdain and bitterness and anger and hate to come at me and actually ride my coattail at this particular point for relevancy. And she don't even have that to do. She don't have that to do. And it's the girls are, realizing, hey, I'm sick and tired of this, and they're starting to respond. They've been sending subs out there and everything, but I just wouldn't even beef with the lady, because for what? For why? Whether you work with her or don't work with her, it's not gonna hurt your career. It's not gonna hurt your career. It's not gonna make or break you. At this point, it's not gonna make and break you at this point. So it just all need to stop. This soap opera that these rap girls got going on, it makes I don't know, some people might get caught up in these beefs and get excited about these beefs, but for me, I think it takes away from the music. It because this is why I feel like it takes away from the music. The rap girls, they don't get on a record and say names. They shoot slugs at each other, subliminal shots or whatever. They're not getting on the record and saying names. So to me, that's late is boring. I don't want to hear it. I want to like some Tupac hit 'em up type thing, or I want to know who you talking about. Say their name, put their name in the song, say their name. All of this, make a real diss track. All of these like undertones, subliminal messages you put in, that's boring. I don't want to sit around and having a Google search and try and figure out and put tweets together to see who you talking about, who you ain't talking about, and speculate. I don't have time for that. If you're gonna do a diss track, do a diss track. Make the hip hop fun. It's okay. It's always been like beefs and diss tracks and things put on wax in hip hop. That's absolutely okay. If you're going to beef with somebody and you're gonna shoot slugs at somebody on a song, make it a real diss track. That's all I'm asking. Other than that, it's boring. So the beef is not even entertaining as far as music is concerned. Y'all sitting up here doing all this beefing with each other, but we ain't getting none of this stuff on wax. Make some music. So if to me, I'm gonna tell you something. Don Tripp said this actually long time ago. I went to school with Don Tripp, and they was in a group called Notch. And in one of the songs, he had said, I'm not even gonna beef for free. Like, you gotta pay me to beef with you. You get what I'm saying? You can't. Why are y'all beefing for free? Make the diss track. Make some money. You know what I'm saying? Why y'all jaw jacking for free when y'all could be making some money from it? I don't get it. And then y'all don't even know what y'all into it for real. It's just, oh, her inch is longer than mine, or she's jealous of what? Y'all don't want y'all don't want each other, man. Y'all all making money. Y'all all nice looking girls. Y'all all could afford the same thing that the other one can afford. What the hell are you beefing for? Like, what's the problem? But anyway, if y'all did not watch that that rant that Jason Lee went on his show, y'all gotta go watch it. It was so funny. Started like the 56-minute mark. If you want to get straight to that part when he was going in on Nicki Minaj, that was hella funny. But anyway, y'all, Y'all drop down in the comments, tell me what y'all think about that or whatnot. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Also, down in the description, I have the link to another podcast that I'm a part of, the Hip Hop School Past and Present podcast that airs every Monday at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Really, really dope show. If you love hip hop, all things hip hop from the past in the present, I'm telling you, you definitely want to get into that show. So go ahead and click that link and subscribe to the channel. Thank y'all for tuning in with me tonight. Make sure you subscribe to this channel as well. And y'all just drop it down in the comments and keep the conversation going and tell me what y'all think about this whole thing. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. I'm about to tune out. Y'all have a good one.
I hope you black men were paying attention. I hope you black men were paying attention.